Hello, this is Igoro, host of the Igoro Show, and you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
Hey, welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show, presented by thestevestrout.com. I'm Steve.
I'm Crypto Zoo. We're having fun on episode 51. Back with the rhymes again. We hope you guys have been enjoying the last 50 episodes. I hope that the stupid rhymes and the jokes and whatnot haven't scared you off. If you like what you've heard so far, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/SteveCrypto, where you can basically give us a little tip, a little contribution, which helps the show and helps the whole podcast train rolling. We appreciate everybody who has contributed so far. And thank you to our future contributors.
Yeah, and that's not the only way you can support the Steve and Crypto Show. You can go on social media and share our latest episode, share old episodes, just share the show in general with all your friends and family and loved ones and enemies and cousins and teachers and nieces and nephews and whoever else you want to push our fart jokes and such nonsense on. Yeah, go share it on social media. Be sure to tag us, CryptoZoo88, the Steve Strout. Tag us, and we'll show you some love back.
We also have a Facebook group. Feel free to head over there and join us and just keep updated on what we have going on and, any future guests and different things that we might want to inform you.
Yeah, we're always posting cool stuff there. We're posting the episodes. We're sharing other little bits of nerdy news and all that stuff over there. And we tried our hand at putting out some merch. We got a very limited run printed of trucker style hats with the Steve and Crypto logo on it. We have a few left over, so if anybody might be interested in sporting one of those and letting the world know who your fifth favorite podcast is, hit us up, CryptoZoo88, the Steve Strout, or I'm pretty sure you could probably send us a message in the Facebook group too.
Yeah.
You know how to find us. If you found this show, you probably know how to find either one of us. But yeah, hit us up. Get one of these hats. They're pretty cool. I wear mine every day. I get a lot of compliments on them. They're like, great, it just distracts me from your stupid face. It's very nice. It's good. So if you got a stupid face like me, you need one of these hats to distract people from it. But anyways, it's Halloween just ended, and we did our big Halloween episode with number 50, which was very fun, exciting. We got to premiere Jay DeLibra and her husband Dallas's song for the group Shadow Figures, their song Possess, which was a really good song. We love doing stuff with them. They're awesome, good people, super spooky, cool folks that you guys should follow if you don't already.
Yeah, go back and listen to the episode with them if you haven't heard it yet.
Yes. We should do, not to go very too far off, when we're gonna mention like go back and listen to the episode, we should have a note like go back and listen to episode 37 or something. So like go find it, go do work, like go do homework and then listen. Yeah.
Well, we say that in hopes that they'll find more episodes too.
Yeah, true.
We don't give them a number in hopes that they'll just scroll and find them.
Number, yeah, pick a number, any number. Keep trying. Yeah. But anyways, back to the topic. The episode we had Malvolia, the Queen of Screams, who actually just received her Independent Filmmaker Spirit Award from Zedfest for her season 2 Halloween special. It was like a year or two ago when she won it, but because of COVID, there was like a delay in her getting the award. But just saw that she actually posted the award and got a cool little display piece and stuff. So that's cool, man. I'm happy for her. She's a hard worker.
Yeah.
Another exciting bit from a guest, our guest of honor on the Halloween episode was Doug Jones. We pried and tried to get him to give us some info on whether or not he was cast in Hocus Pocus 2. And of course he couldn't say anything because Disney would probably make him disappear or something. So,
yeah.
A couple days later, they officially announced that Doug Jones would be back as Billy Butcherson on Hocus Pocus 2, which is going to be next probably September or October, I assume. So that's exciting. Way to go for him. And he also, actually, I think it was like the day after we spoke with Doug Jones, he won Best Supporting Actor for his role as Saru on Star Trek Discovery at the Saturn Awards, which is like the Oscars for nerds. You know what I mean? It's for like horror, sci-fi, fantasy. So that's pretty cool, man. If anybody deserves it, it's him. It's definitely him.
He sure does. Yep.
He wasn't a guest on that episode, but I get sidetracked. Another shout out to Isaac Thorne for also coming on, since we're mentioning everybody from that episode. Check out his book.
Go pick up The Gordon Place.
It's a great book. I promise you guys will dig it. But as I was saying, another recent episode, we had Addison Bennick back on promoting something. He's the guy who did the Psycho Ape movie, which is that crazy schlocky movie about a escaped ape going around killing people with bananas. It's like classic. But he just they were nominated for that movie at the New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival. They were nominated for Best Feature, which is pretty cool. So that's cool, man. It's good to see all of our friends and past guests and everything doing cool shit. Speaking of another past guest, we had the Forbidden Museum fellow on, and he came and talked about his crowdfunding for that comic, and I guess those are back from the printer too, so everybody who contributed and picked up the comic should be getting those soon. Figured I should mention that because I'm excited to get my copy, and might end up having a copy to give away to a listener too, so stay tuned for all that stuff. So Halloween's over. Sad times. Basically, it almost killed us. We both got sick. You had to move.
I mean,
it was not
I
good.
know. That's why we didn't record last week. We didn't give you guys an episode last week because, we got this sickness. You could probably hear it in both of our voices in this episode.
COVID, by the way.
Yeah, not COVID. This is more of like a October is over depression. It came on. I got it on the 30th, so I knew that Halloween was coming the next day, and the best time of the year was over. Yeah. And now I'm just feeling down.
I woke up on Halloween feeling like shit. Who am I to think I deserve to have a nice day on my favorite fucking holiday? You know what I mean? But anyway, it's lingered like all week. So we were like, you know what? Let's recoup. Let's let you get settled in at your new place, and let's circle back and take an extra week and push that episode more and get back to work for episode 51. So we're sort of rested and ready to get back to it. And like I say, we didn't have COVID, so that's good. And speaking of that, Big Bird from Sesame Street tweeted that he got his COVID vaccine.
Well, good for him.
And I had a good laugh. Like, how is a fucking puppet smarter than so many people?
Oh yeah.
Even not that anybody gives a shit, but Emilio Estevez isn't going to be back for the Mighty Ducks season 2 series because of his not wanting to get vaccinated or something. It's like, dude, the fucking puppy got vaccinated. You could do it. You know what I mean? Like, man, it makes me wonder how much money you could be walking away from.
Oh man, just puck it up and do it.
Oh man.
Come on now.
Like the Big Bird could do it, but the Mighty Duck can't. Come on now.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's a fucking hot commodity now either. Like, bro, get paid. But anyways, we're back. We're as healthy as we're going to be for this episode. So that's good. We missed you guys. And like I said, Halloween's over. Now all the stores are filling up with all the other holiday nonsense and crap that we don't want to see yet. We're not ready. Like, I could deal with it like throughout December, but you start seeing that shit when Halloween wasn't even here yet. It was disappointing. I think that's what made me sick.
Oh, dude, I was in a grocery store the other day, and I went around the corner to go down an aisle, and my eyes got so wide just because it was full of nothing but Christmas candy and decor. And, you know, it's the beginning of November, and you know, we're not hating on Christmas. We do enjoy the holiday, but I mean, it just seems like they boot old Jack Skellington and out the way so quickly for Santa Claus.
Hey, that's a Christmas movie anyways, but it's like, man, let me get over this stomach ache from eating 50 pounds of pumpkin shaped Reese cups before I start eating all the fucking Christmas shit.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
I mean, I'm still puking up pumpkin seed.
Yeah,
that's a little homage to John.
Speaking of people that were, you know, kicked in on the episode, John Brennan from The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, he did that hilarious freaking promo for us for that episode and made my day. I loved it. I loved.
Yes, he did. We thank him for that.
I loved how the contrast between John Brennan, who's a fucking goofball like us, we went from him and then followed immediately with like one of the classiest guests we've ever had in Doug Jones, who were just like, dude, puking up and crying yeah. Pumpkin seeds, and then classy, you know what I mean, award-winning actor Doug Jones. I thought I personally, I found humor in the contrast between the two. So I had to like run it in that order, just because I'm fucked up and I thought it was perfect.
That's our holidays. Show at its finest. Just that contrast right there. That moment right there.
Yeah. That's what this show's all about. Yeah. It's like we're so all over the place. And I think that's kind of a little bit of our appeal to some people. Because, you know what I mean? Most shows are so well structured and we're just kind of like, we're just us.
We're just shooting the shit. Yep.
We're us, and sometimes we have really cool people on with us. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, holidays. There is one good reason to be excited for the holiday season. Our friends over at Fright Rags are releasing on November 10th. That's this Wednesday. Their officially licensed 2021 Krampus collection, which includes a brand new long sleeve shirt, an old best-selling favorite, and more. Plus, they have a Krampus activity book that comes with these cool little free Fright Rags crayons. It's pretty exciting. They got a pretty cool line coming to get you in the holiday spirit or anti-spirit or whatever you want to call it. But tell them about Fright Rags.
You know, I can't tell you where Santa Claus does his shopping, but I know where Krampus does his shopping, and that's Fright Rags. And Fright Rags has been bringing you the best in horror apparel and accessories since 2003, offering a wide range of products for your favorite creature features, slasher flicks, and cult classics. Collections include John Carpenter's Halloween, Universal Monsters, Night of the Living Dead, Creepshow, Twin Peaks, Evil Dead, and so many more. All officially licensed and available now or soon at frightrags.com. That's fright-rags.com. Steve and Crypto Show listeners get 10% off when they use code CRYPTO10, CRYPTO10 at checkout.
Yes, do it. Fright Rags, fright-rags.com, Crypto10. Get that Krampus stuff and all their other good stuff.
And if you want to send any Christmas goodies to the Steve and Crypto Show, you can go over to Fright Rags and send us a t-shirt or some pajamas. We would thank you kindly. I'm wearing a Creepshow t-shirt right now.
I'm not. I am wearing pants this time, though.
No.
I am. No Creepshow. And I am wearing pants.
Hi, I'm Doug Jones, the tall, skinny, goofy actor who plays lots of monsters and creatures on film and in TV. But today, I want you to know that you are listening to the best podcast on the air, and that would be the Steve and Crypto Show.
I think the last episode, or maybe the episode before, mentioned the Scream trailer coming out for the Scream movie.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure you did say you saw it, the trailer.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I finally got around to seeing it. I've been a little busy to look at trailers for a franchise I'm not particularly a huge fan of. Like, I enjoy them, I'm entertained by them, but I don't find them as awesome as, like, Freddy Krueger or Chucky or something. It's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's to each his own. But the trailer, it looked pretty good. I'm definitely going to see it. I'm sure we'll definitely talk about it because it's going to be the next big horror movie coming out, which is, our thing. We always say we're a pop culture show with our emphasis on horror, and that's kind of pop culture and horror mixed in one with, like, the cast. Like, they're bringing back, some of the OG Scream cast, Courtney Cox, Nev Campbell, and
David Arquette.
You announced him as former WCW World Champion David Arquette.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, he was a world champion.
That's right.
But yeah, man, the trailer looked good. It was a nice seeing that a lot of these movies will bring back old casts and they just have like small bit parts. They look like they're a major part of the story, so that's pretty cool.
I sure hope so. Yeah.
The trailer looks like they are. Except there was one point it almost lost me when Sydney says the stupid I'm Sidney Prescott, of course I have a gun line. I almost shut it off. I was like, that's corny. But
yeah.
It is what it is. It'll be good. What probably won't be good is
I'm looking forward to it. We've been waiting a while.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've been looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but I do want to see it. What's probably not going to be as good as the movie is apparently company. I didn't catch what company it was, but somebody's putting out like a Scream breakfast cereal. I think in the UK or something, and they're releasing it in January, like just in time for the movie, which I think is January, right?
Yeah, the end of January.
End of January, okay. So yeah, so they're putting out a breakfast cereal for it, which is kind of weird and interesting. You know what I mean? To see, like, you'll see cereals come out for like the Ghostbusters movie and other movies, but it's not like a straight horror movie. So I'm sure it's probably not going to be like a wide release supermarket. You're not going to find it in Walmart. It'll probably be like a special online niche company. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
But it's probably
you put it in the milk and it turns it blood red.
It's probably gonna suck like most of those cereals do. But it's cool. I mean, it's a cool idea. Kind of made me laugh a little bit. I also seen. Speaking of silly, weird marketing things, the Nissan company is working with Toho to make a Godzilla-themed cup of noodles, which is crazy. I feel like that's something they probably already have in Japan, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. Hopefully, sadly, it probably won't be a vegetarian flavor, so I won't be able to try it. I guess I could eat it.
Probably not.
I guess I could eat it without the flavor pack, but yeah, I guess it would just be noodles. I'm just going to pretend that my regular noodles are Godzilla noodles.
Yeah. You're just going to get the box and just keep it on the shelf with your Godzilla collection, right?
That's probably what I'll do, honestly. Or I'll have somebody else eat the noodles for me, and then I'll just keep the box. It's like a couple years ago, a little while back when Walking Dead was kind of the big thing around, they made like a Walking Dead line of wine. When that came out, I wasn't drinking anymore, so like I bought bottles of the freaking wine, and now I have bottles of wine that are never gonna get drank. And I've been trying to get people to drink it, but nobody wanted it. They're like, fuck that wine sucks. But yeah, it's just a weird thing. They go crazy with like really marketing and trying to milk every fucking dollar out of us. It usually works.
Oh yeah.
It usually works.
I mean, you mentioned wine. There's Walking Dead wine. I mean,
yeah,
there's like a vampire wine.
Yeah. I seen a wine bottle the other day that has Snoop Dogg on it.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep. Snoop has his own line.
I've seen him in a Corona commercial too. Like, that motherfucker don't drink Corona. All he does is smoke weed. He probably don't barely even drink anymore. He probably just smokes weed and that's it.
I don't know if you heard. Speaking of Snoop Dogg, there's a group that he's in now called Mount Westmore, and it's Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short. They have a new single, which is out. I think it's called Big Subwoofer. Now, the song is a hit, and of course, with all four of them on it, you know it's going to be. But it's produced by Kato, who is known to be Jaron Benton, formerly of Funk Volume, known to be like Jaron Benton's main producer. And, he's a big name in underground as far as producers go. So people like myself, I'm a big Jaron Benton fan and big fan of Kato's work. So I'm like super happy for the guy, to be getting this kind of recognition now. Like, I don't know how he got linked up with Snoop and all those guys, but just big, salute to him. Congratulations for that one, because it's a hit.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, the song's great. And his tag in the beginning, you can hear the little like Jared Benton, like Kato on the track, bitch. And it's just like, as soon as that comes on, you're like, oh my God, really? Like, this is him, this is his work. Like, man, just congrats. Like it's cool to be listening to someone's work for years, and then finally they're working with someone at that level. That's a really good look for him. Right.
That's cool. I'm not familiar with those guys. I mean, of course I know Snoop and those guys, but I didn't even know that they were.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if they were doing something like that. I just thought Snoop was just. I didn't know he was making music anymore. That's crazy.
Yeah, he has a new album that's coming out pretty soon called Algorithm. I believe it's coming out this month. And that track is going to be on it. And I believe they're working on a whole album together with all four of those guys.
And who was it? It was Snoop, Too Short?
Too Short, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and E40.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting little team up. Those guys are kind of some of the OGs of rap. That's cool, man. That's cool.
There's a video for the song now. They're like hanging out in outer space, like chilling with aliens and whatnot, doing the song. So yeah, check it out. Big Subwoofer, Mount Westmore.
So you're going to say they were hanging out in like the retirement home or something?
That would be a pretty funny video, actually.
It'll get there.
But no,
it'll happen soon.
Yeah.
How old are those guys? You have any idea how old Snoop Dogg is now?
He's got to be like early 50s. I mean, maybe late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah. Getting up there, because I know like when he first got popular. When he first got popular, we were in I was in high school. So yeah, it's a long time ago, man. He's been doing it. He's been doing it.
Yep.
For a long fucking time. Wow. Well, good for those guys. That's cool, man. It's good seeing those old dudes coming back and being
it's cool.
I like that they're coming back and they're gonna be like, yo, we still run this shit. Don't you little bastards forget. You whippersnappers. Yeah. Don't you whippersnappers forget. Right. We still run this game. That's funny.
Yeah, and there ain't no mumbling on the track whatsoever. I mean, all four of them come with a flow that is, as classic as it always is. All of them are going to do something good. But really, I just wanted to mention the whole thing with Kato. Them working with Kato is really exciting to me. So, congrats to him.
Nice. I'm sure he's listening.
I just
you have to tag him on social media.
This
be
is
like,
slightly related.
You got a shout out.
It's like when you've been following an underground guy for the longest time, like LP, from Company Flow. When you've been listening to someone like him for the longest time, and then he does the whole Def Jux movement, and then boom, Run the Jewels happens, and Everybody knows about that group now. And before Run the Jewels, like, you really had to like talk to a big group of people to find one in there that might know who he is. You know, be like 1 in every 10 people knew who he was before. It's exciting. So I feel like, you know, Kato as a producer is probably going to blow up from here, you know, because he's kind of underground dude at this point. But now he might become a much bigger name. So it's just nice to see people you've been following for a long time get out there more. You know, some people might call that a sellout. I just call it more exposure. And that's what you want, right? That's what you want. You want to expand your name.
He's been working.
Get out there more.
He's been putting all the work in over all this time to get paid, and now he's doing it.
Exactly.
It kind of gives you hope to show, like, it gives you hope to show, one, like, hard work eventually pay off. You know?
Yep.
And also, it's not, motherfucker, it's not selling out if, like, you get an opportunity to work with these people that are the reason you started getting involved in music. So it's like, hell no, that's not a sellout. That's a fucking honor and a privilege.
Yep.
You know? But, shit, well, that's cool, man. I'll have to try to track that song down or have you link me up so I could hear it.
Yeah, there's been a decent amount of good music coming out lately. You know, Slipknot just surprised everybody and put out a new song on Friday.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did, and it has a old school vibe to it. The beginning starts out with some work from Sid on the tables, and yeah, it's really good. Has a lot of changes throughout the song.
Right on.
Yeah.
So it's still cool to be a 50-year-old with a mask or something?
Yeah.
It's still cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So what else is new, man?
How's
the new place? Everybody wants to hear about it. How you liking it? How's the new digs?
It's good, man. A lot more room, you know, a lot more space for the kids to run around. There's, you know, a lot going on before the end of the year between Thanksgiving and Christmas. There's a few birthdays in the household, and so a lot of things to get ready for. Going to be decorating for Christmas soon. We're doing like a Christmas / Halloween tree, kind of a Nightmare Before Christmas type of tree.
You guys didn't really get to do Halloween decor, so
no.
Do a little spooky Christmas.
Gonna make up for it a little bit.
Once you get to go, and make sure to post some pictures on Instagram and stuff, so, you know, listeners could check it out and see what you're getting into.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd enjoy seeing all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's inevitable. It's inevitable that the holidays are coming. So I just been, you know, just trying to feel better and start thinking about the holidays and just working and coming up with some interesting stuff and guest ideas for the show, which, of course, I don't like to announce until we actually have them down and recorded. But that's, you know, life is hectic, as you very well know, but I'm glad we still got this outlet to get our mind off of all the crazy shit, you know. So I thank listeners for allowing us to ramble and talk your ears off and tell you our dumb jokes and stupid comments and share our passion for all this stuff that we're into.
Yeah, we love shooting the shit on the podcast, you know, and we love hearing from you guys. You know, we love just talking, just the two of us, but it's nice to have people come on the show and kind of share what they got going on as well. So with that said, if you or anyone you know would like to come on the show and maybe talk to us about a project or something that you're working on, let us know. Shoot us a message on Facebook, Instagram, go to the Facebook group and throw us a message there, leave a comment or whatever. Say, hey, I'm working on an album, or my friend just finished a comic book, or hey, I know someone who's going to be in a movie, you know, whatever it is.
Hey, I'm shooting my first porno. Yeah. Just kidding about the porno.
Like, hey, I'm into taxidermy.
There you go. That's cool. We could talk about it. Like I say, definitely want to promote people. You see, like we mentioned earlier in the episode, people that we've had on of, not saying it's our influence, but they've gone on to win awards and be nominated for film festivals and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe it's us.
Yeah.
Probably not, but maybe it's us. I'm going to pretend in my own mind that it's our fault. It's like,
we could say like 2% of that could be, from us, maybe not.
Pretty soon people will start liking us. Pretty soon people start liking us and we'll start winning awards. Not that really matters. Anyway, any other cool little bits of news or anything we want to mention before wrapping up? I mean, I guess, us both being Kevin Smith fans, we might as well mention that we're going to get to finally see the Clark documentary, which is about, it's about his life and career.
Yeah.
It's going to be going digital streaming on November 23rd, so this month we'll finally get to see that, because obviously, pretty sure neither one of us are going to be able to go catch him on tour promoting it.
Yeah, he actually is on the road. He's on the road right now. Him and his friend Malcolm Ingram took it on the road to, I think, 6 or 8 different locations, I think they got a couple in California. There's a couple in Canada. I'm not sure where else. But, it's kind of a fun opportunity for people to go check it out live. And I imagine there's a Q&A with it or whatever. And,
right.
Or at least a cool little intro. So
he's touring. He's touring with the filmmaker.
Yeah. His good friend, Malcolm Ingram.
His good friend that made a documentary about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just... Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm excited for it. He deserves it. He's done a lot of cool stuff.
Right.
I mean, I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel kind of a little bit of a tackiness there to go out and tour to promote this documentary about me. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
I mean, like me making a movie about me and then go and telling everybody about me. To go and watch this movie about me, like me. But I don't know, man. Yeah. I love his work. It's cool. So I'll definitely be watching it.
Yeah, I'll check it out at some point
for sure. On November 23rd, right?
Yeah, that's when it comes out. I believe, related to him, I believe part 2 of Masters of the Universe is coming out to Netflix pretty soon too.
I believe that's in November too.
Yeah.
Which that show is off to a really good start. I was digging that, so I'm excited for that too. Good thing you mentioned that. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking. And did they finish filming Clerks 3?
I believe they are going to do some of the little cameo shots that they weren't able to catch. They're doing that pretty soon, and then they're finished. So the majority is done. Yeah.
So we'll probably see that next year at some point.
Yeah, probably early next year. Yep.
Right.
Another thing that is going to be coming out later this month, I believe on Thanksgiving, we are getting a new Resident Evil movie.
And that's going to be streaming, right?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't quote us on that, but I think so.
No, quote him. Don't quote me. He's giving you bad information. I'm just kidding. Okay, we don't know. We're assuming.
You said it was streaming.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. That's cool. Just talking about other movies and stuff, little interesting little casting. Well, before I mention these castings I want to mention, they officially greenlit Dune 2, Part 2.
Oh.
So that's cool. Did you watch it yet, Dune?
No, I never really jumped on the whole Dune train, to be honest.
No?
No.
You should check it out, man.
I probably will eventually.
Beautifully shot movie. Like, if you have HBO, watch it.
Yeah, I do. I'll check it out at some point.
I mean, you won't be able to... Don't watch it with the kids, because you won't be... You got to concentrate.
Okay. Well, I'll be sitting there waiting for the graboids, or whatever they call them.
So, concentrate. Maybe even... I had to watch it with the captions on, because a lot of dialogue and stuff you got to kind of take in. Like, I don't know if you've ever read the book. Like, I've picked the book up a handful of times and started it, and it just is work. It's a masterpiece. You know what I mean? It's a great book, it's well written and everything, but it's work.
It's not a short read, from what I hear.
Oh, and it's really.
I wouldn't mind watching the original film. One reason being that I hear Brad Dourif is in it.
The one from the 80s or the...
Yeah. Isn't he in the original?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I thought I heard that he was in the original, or at least one of them. Which has me a little
giving
intrigued.
Bad info again.
Well, which has me intrigued. I mean, I'm an outsider here. I don't watch Dune, but that's a way to pull me in, at least. If you got old Chucky, in the Dune series, I might give that a whirl. So, speaking of Brad, and old Chucky, have you been watching?
Are you? It's been all right.
Good. Yep.
I've been enjoying it. I think we're 3 or 4 episodes in on that, and it's becoming.
Yep, we're 4 in.
4, okay. I lose track. I just watch.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, I'll wait a couple weeks and watch 2 at a time, so that way I don't watch. You just watch an hour episode and you're like, fuck, I need to watch more. But you go watch a couple hours and you're like, okay, I could wait a couple days. But I expected it to come off kind of cheesy because there's going to be like on USA and Sci-Fi, but it's really good, man. And we're getting a lot of like good gore and like Chucky killing and stabbing and that crazy scene with the spoiler alert, the crazy scene in the hospital with the needles, and he just kept hitting the dude with him and they just bled out of his fucking ears and fingernails and shit. That was brutal, man. That was a good unique kill, so that's nice. They gave him a new unique look.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we've seen him go through a transformation, several different times over the years, and we've never seen him look like this. He's kind of
they came up with a new fresh
kind of got like a Two-Face thing going on.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Melted off, and it's good, man. I'm ready to see how many episodes are we getting of that this season.
I believe there's only 8, so we're at the halfway mark. Okay. I think I saw on Instagram that there was a little teaser for the next one, and it looks like Nika is coming. Nika's on her way, which is really, if you've been watching all along, in timeline, Nika is possessed by the original Chucky at this point.
Right. So
like the soul of Charles Lee Ray is actually in Nika's body at this time.
But it's in Chucky. So how did it get back in Chucky? Like,
yeah.
So we're gonna probably get
split
some
his
story
soul
here.
into multiple dolls now. Thanks to that last movie, which I love the character, but I hated that addition. I'm not really into the idea of him being able to split his soul into multiple dolls. It's kind of weird. That's the thing now. So
that happened in Cult of Chucky.
Yeah, in Cult, he found a spell book where he learned to do that. Yeah, he found a new spell where he can split his soul into different bodies.
See, I watched it, but somehow I don't remember.
3 different dolls that were running around in the last movie.
Right. See, it was so forgettable.
There were like 3 or 4 different dolls in the last movie.
I don't even remember that, but I was saying that I like Chucky.
Yeah. Well, in the last episode of the show, there's the one that we've seen that's all mutilated, and then I don't know if you noticed in the hospital, I think in one of the scenes, in the background, we see like a shadow of one running by. And so like that hospital scene, there's a doll in there at the same time.
You sure the doll was in there at the same time? I'm going to have to go back and rewatch.
There was a doll inside at Lexi's house. I think that there's 2 dolls running around right now.
I think that was after. I think that was afterwards. I feel like...
Yeah.
Because that was the doll was brought to the hospital by the cop, and the cop was distracted in the vending machine, and the doll ran off and did some shit and ran back. The cop. Pretty sure on that one, but...
Okay.
Either way, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. And I'm also looking forward to Chris Pratt as Garfield. Not to jump off the Chucky subject.
Hey, this is Dr. Gangrene. You're watching the Steve. No, you're not. You're listening to the Steve and Crypto Show right here on whatever network you're on. I don't know what you're on. Don't ask me. I can't see what you're doing, but keep listening and tune in next week for more cool content on the Steve and Crypto Show.
But yeah, they announced Chris Pratt voicing Garfield, which is kind of cool. But one really intriguing casting.
He gets to do all the cool shit.
Yeah. But I think the most intriguing casting is Gal Gadot as the evil queen in Disney's live-action Snow White. So intriguing to me because we only really know her as like the wholesome, superhero Wonder Woman, who only like does good, and now she's gonna play like the fucking cunt, like. She's gonna play a evil villain, the villainous queen from Snow White. So it's gonna be cool to see her like flip that script and play an evil character. I'm excited to see that. And she has a good look for her too. She's just like this tall, just fucking. I don't know. Let's see fucking cunty Gal Gadot. Can't even say her name, Gal Gadot. But yeah, man, that's cool. Lots of interesting stuff. I think we kind of covered everything this week. We're back, still feeling a little under the weather, but getting back better. Definitely. If I was feeling up for it, I would definitely chat longer. But I think... yeah,
it's kind of hanging on by a thread,
I need to go rest. I'm still kind of hoarse, so I need to rest up my voice and my brain a little bit. But glad to be back here chatting.
Yep.
Glad to be talking to our listeners.
We just want to catch up.
Definitely good to catch up, like you said.
We thank you guys. We love you.
We've been the Steve and Crypto Show, but you should also go to fright-rags.com and buymeacoffee.com/SteveCrypto. And we will talk to you next week. And like I said, we've been the Steve and Crypto Show, and we will be the Steve and Crypto Show next week. Thank you guys for listening.
All right. Catch you later, guys.